Hi everybody, Charlie Velasquez here. Today in another episode of Swimming with the Sharks. Today with Marquito Young. Marquitos, how you doing?
I'm good. Excited to be here, Charlie.
This is a face that many people may know because he is grown here playing and learning his rugby, and now we have him. This is like the best case scenario when you have players from your own backyard playing on the professional team. Marquitos is already 3 games went by, man. That was quick, right?
Too quick.
We'll talk about that in a little bit, but let's talk about your upbringing in rugby. Tell us about that for people who don't know.
So like Charlie said, well, first of all, I want to thank you, Charlie, for inviting me here, for having me here.
Actually, you invited me. I'm at your home. This is the Oasis, Sharks Oasis.
Well, like Charlie said, I started playing here in Miami in Key Biscayne Rats. I started when I was 10. Back then, there wasn't that many numbers of rugby, so like the
that
teams
was just
were,
the beginning of the youth rugby.
Yeah, beginning
like 29, 2009, 2009,
2009,
2010, yeah.
Yeah, 2010 I started. 2009 I think it started. And 2010 I used to play with your son, against your son. So I played a couple of years up because there was no numbers. So I played all the way until high school. And then from there, obviously, I played some Florida with Juice Florida. Then it was Florida. No, it was just I played Juice. Yeah. Juice.
So the Juice was the select side at the time.
What is Kawatis now, right? Kawatis Florida, or
yeah.
I don't know what name it has now, but it's the Florida side. I played a little bit of the.
Were you playing fly half at the time?
I was playing 9 and fly half. Yeah. Always played 9 and fly half. I played it for the USA U15, U16, U17 as fly half, and then U19 fly half, and then I moved to Argentina.
So, and why did you move to Argentina? I mean, was it for rugby or for something else?
It was a mixture. Well, I wanted to play at a higher level. I wanted to challenge myself. So I went to play in Argentina, and also all my family was there, my friends. I felt very contained there. So it was, and I wanted to live the culture, you know, it's a different thing. You live rugby differently, you live sports differently, you live your daily life different.
A lot of passion, a lot of passion. I've seen those videos of the finals and matches. It looks like a soccer game.
It's crazy,
as far as the crowd.
Well, I was lucky enough to live one and to win it, so for me it was a huge thing. It was a huge step in my career, in my life, and it marked me a lot. It made me realize what I wanted to do and how I wanted to progress and how I wanted to keep going, and from there I came here last year to Washington and now Miami.
When you were in Argentina, were you thinking of getting a professional contract? Or is that something that sort of came up?
No, not really. I was just thinking more of playing in Argentina. I had started working. I was already settling down in my life. You know, I was playing as amateur over there. So I was thinking more of long term, just playing in amateur league. And then I got
let me tell you, it doesn't look amateur.
No.
It doesn't look, it is, but...
I mean, it is, but it isn't.
Yeah.
We train like a professional league, but we don't get paid. So it's the worst of both sides.
So how did the All Glory thing come up?
Well, I played the finals with Cuba last 2021. We won the finals. And through a friend of a friend, I knew someone in Old Glory. And I contacted them. I was seeing if there was maybe a spot, something, just to check maybe if there was a spot opening, you know. Then that year, knocked to see, just to see if there was any options. At first there wasn't any options, so then I just took it off my mind, you know, just relax and thought, okay, I'll just play in Cuba, I'll just have fun, I'll enjoy rugby. And then a spot opened up and they called me after the semifinals with Cuba in 2022, and I went 2023, and then now I'm here.
I saw that at Glory you started in the bench, and then as the season progressed, you were a starting player, right?
Yeah. Well, it was they already had their team set, so the spot opened up last minute. I just came in.
You won it.
Yeah. You can say that, yeah.
Well, what would you tell kids, high school kids, if they are passionate about rugby? What do you have to do to get where you are now? Other than being a good rugby player, of course, right?
No, obviously you have to, enjoy the sport. You have to really like it. You have to watch rugby. It gives you a lot of rugby IQ. You have to enjoy more than obviously playing it, but you have to enjoy what it brings, everything that it brings, watching it, knowing the lifestyle, the culture, the effort, the passion, the body aches,
That's all
everything that it brings. You have to enjoy that. It's all part of the process, and it's all part of the things you want to keep growing and learning.
And learn the laws.
Yeah, obviously.
That's important, right?
It's a good one.
Makes you a good player, a better player.
Yeah.
I mean. What do you think is...
We'll learn the laws, but not impose them on the referee. Because one thing is you knowing them, and then what the referee infers from the laws.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's also important.
Yeah, that's a little issue, right? It is a little issue. I talk to a lot of referees, and that's the number one complaint. Why don't they shut up?
Yeah, shut up and play, man. That's it.
Even some other sharks,
Yeah, no, I agree.
I've heard. So, what do you think is the essence of rugby as a sport that makes it different from other sports? Which we agree, right? It's the best sport in the world, but...
It's the best and the worst.
Yeah, it could be.
Best of both worlds. But no.
Like if you have to explain rugby to somebody, why you go through what you go through, why do you do it?
For me, what I've heard, this is something, I don't remember who said it, but they said this sport is the closest there is to war. So for me, it's a lot of passion. It's a sport that brings out the character of whoever's playing. So it's a sport where you have to give everything, and then after the game, whether you get the result or not, you put 100%. You put your body on the line. Literally, it's not a.
Yeah, for sure.
It's not an expression. You have to put your body on the line, and the guy next to you is going to do the same thing. And the guy in front of you is doing the same thing. So it's a lot of respect, a lot of, you know how much you're putting in, so you can tell how much the other guy's putting in, and you respect that, and it's something, it like builds bonds that last forever.
No, for sure. You're too young to have kids, but you were a kid growing up in rugby. What would you tell a mom why she should get her kids into rugby if she can? They have to want to, of course, but why is it a great sport for kids?
It's a great sport for kids because it teaches respect. It teaches effort. It teaches commitment. It teaches all the core values in life. You see them on the field. I think it's one of the few sports where you can't talk back to the ref.
Yeah.
Which is a huge thing.
It is. It is.
Sometimes you're like 3 times the size of the ref, and then you still can.
Yellow card.
You have to respect them. So I think it teaches a lot of like the core values and a lot of values that we value in society.
Because I think we need to do a better job in describing the core values of rugby, and not focus so much on the physical, which it is, but I think it's very wrongly interpreted here because it's. People think about football, and these guys are crazy. They're playing football without, protection, but it's not the case. And there are so many things in the sport that make it, I think, for kids, the best sport. They have to like it. As I said, right?
Well, going on what you said, like I was saying earlier, the culture in Argentina changed a lot from when I was coming from here. From here, a lot of the rugby players bring their culture from football, like you said, and it's all violent and it's all about showcasing and putting the other team down, and that's not the same in rugby. Rugby, you're playing and you respect the other team because they're putting in as much effort as you, and you know how much your body gets destroyed. I mean, how much your body
takes.
Yeah, the toll it takes on your body. So you respect the other guy. So I think it's very important. That's very important. The deep respect you have for the guy that's in front of you.
I really like that you mentioned respect a lot, because that's also what I believe, that one of the core values. And I'm so glad my kids played rugby. I think it made a big difference in their life. Let's talk about the season. It's been already 3 games. It seemed like yesterday we had that first game. How did you live that first game? Were you expecting that crowd?
So the first game was crazy. I want to thank you guys for coming out, because that was
Florida. That was Florida.
Florida.
Right? I mean, what else?
We were not expecting that. I think it was 3,500, 4,000 people that went to the field,
pretty much
stuck it out through the storm, the rain. I hope we put on a show for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. For us, it was really important to see the team spirit, the team crowd, you know, the home crowd. See how much people were expecting us, how much they wanted us to start playing. And I know it hasn't been the best start, but you know, first year, first team, we're starting to get the details right. It's gonna be, I mean, it's a tough league. It's a tough league. Dallas took 3 years to win their first game.
Really?
Chicago only won 3 years last game. Won only 3 games last year. It's first year teams have a hard time. It might be because of the organization of the league, or we don't know.
Yeah.
But no, I think with trusting in the process and our hard work, we're gonna bring it forward for the fans, for us, and it's gonna be a good year.
I mean, of course, this is a process. You guys just starting, you know, getting 34 guys to get to know each other, get the system of play that the coach wants. It takes some time. But I think people, for what I spoke with a lot of people, they really appreciated, you know, the heart you guys put in at, you know, until the end. And to be honest, maybe the results were, you know, sort of okay, you know,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna, but you guys in all these 3 games were pretty close. I mean, less than a try away in the first and the second. But this last one, it was
kind of a lie. They scored the last.
Got that, you know, that penalty try. Stop doing penalty tries, please. What's up with that? I've never seen so many penalty tries.
No.
Must be the Florida referees. Let's blame it on them.
On them. No, yeah, it's been all close games. It's been the Chicago game. It was raining. It was a tough game. Obviously, we made mistakes. I think it was more mistakes of being a new team.
Yeah, of course.
Seattle last year was a semi-finalist team, so they're title contenders, and we were right there with them. We played hand on hand. Again, at one point we were 8 points away. Even less, we were 3 points away. We were playing. So.
Well, 23-19.
Exactly. Yeah. It was.
Oh no, that was Houston.
Houston was 23-19. Another one, we were 8 points away, and we were attacking. Obviously, there's things we have to. There's small things that we have to perfect. You know, we lost a lot of balls against Houston. We had 17 turnovers, and we were still 4 points away. The team is growing, obviously, but we need to focus in and just get our mind right.
You definitely have to still come together, because games have like first halves like not really good, and then second halves much better. There was some crazy stats. I think it was the game against the Seawolves in the first half. Like you had 20% possession and territory, and they had 80, and then at the end of the game, you guys had more than them. So, you know.
Yeah. It's just getting our mind right. We have to all push the same way, and I think we'll have a good year. It's just getting the first step. I think we're looking too far ahead, and we start getting the first step, second step.
What are you expecting for this next home game? You play this team. That's
we played Anthem preseason.
So you know them a little bit. What to expect?
Well, they got 8 new players in
already
from their international spots. So we'll be seeing how they come out this weekend. I think the most important thing this weekend is focusing on ourselves, focusing on our play, on our gameplay, on how we want to play. on imposing our own game on them. I think it'll be a fun match to watch.
Yeah.
I think it'll have a lot of excitement, a lot of fast plays, a lot of breaks. Obviously, it's going to be like any other league game where we're going to have to go and we're going to have to be physical, try to just dominate them in every collision we can, and take the W home.
And get the ball to you,
Yeah.
so you can make some tries.
Hopefully, hopefully.
It's all been forwards making tries. I want some backs doing tries. Marcos, you want to invite the Florida community to the next game?
Hope to see you guys there Saturday, March 23rd, against Anthem
7 p.m.
at the Miami Field. It's going to be a good game, so you guys all have to be there, be early, get some tailgates, get some merchandising. Hope you guys come out, and I hope it's a good match for you guys. Thank you very much.
Marquitos,
Thanks, Charlie.
always a pleasure. I hope you can score this
Hopefully,
game.
hopefully.
Make those guys pass you the ball, okay? Without dropping it. I'll see you Saturday.
Thank you. See you, Charlie. See you guys.
Muy bien.